Good evening and welcome back to Be Rich. Today, officially, China has opened post COVID and zero COVID policy has been abandoned.
Yes.
But there's a massive COVID wave that's happening in China, and a lot of people above 60 have died, and a lot of celebrities have died, which has meant that China has found it very difficult to hide that,
Fact.
to hide the fact. What looks very clear is that the Chinese vaccine has not been very effective,
Correct.
and a lot of people have ducked taking the vaccine.
Yes.
So a lot of unvaccinated people have died. And this led to the people world did not believe that China could be so stupid. So people started to believe that the wave would come outside China and sweep
Sweep the
into
whole world.
world and sweep into India. But it didn't happen. Very clearly, more than 2 weeks have passed.
3 weeks have passed.
Three
Yes.
weeks have passed by now. Air travel has been open. If anything big by now, it should have hit us.
Correct.
It has not, and therefore
It's
the
very
world is
apparent.
safe. The Covishield vaccine has worked, and the Chinese vaccine has not been as effective, or that most people in China were not vaccinated.
Correct.
And now what is happening is that immediately the news has come out that since it's all open, the Hong Kong stock market and the Chinese stock market will go bonkers.
Correct.
I have a different take.
And foreigners
Last
will rush back in.
foreigners will rush back in. I have a different take. That's not going to happen. Foreigners have pulled out $100 billion
Why?
because there's been a lot of fear in China about what is happening, and the possibility of growth happening in China is very remote.
But I'm hearing in news that the Communist Party is out right now doing PR. They said all the 2 year investigation they had in the tech companies all been wrapped up. There's no more investigation
No,
in the
no,
tech
but
sector
no,
and
no.
zero COVID policy.
Jack Ma has been stripped of Ant.
Hmm.
The damage is already done.
Hmm.
Tencent, Jack Ma,
Correct.
Ant, and all these are now headline news. Didi,
Yes.
their car hailing app, tuition hailing app,
Yes.
damage is done.
Yes. To the point, even US is thinking of banning TikTok now.
US is thinking of banning TikTok. And also, the other problem is that their property fueled boom is over
Yes.
because this one child policy, which they implemented over years, has come back badly to bite them because their population has just dropped.
Correct. It's fall off a
So it's
precipice.
a fallen of a precipice, and they don't have enough labor.
No.
They are not the lowest cost manufacturer anymore.
Correct.
Supply chain issues are big issues, and I think China will slow down to a crawl between 2.5 to 3.5%, depending on the global average.
Hmm.
So the year of China having 5-6% more growth than the world is over.
Hmm.
And so China is a middle income country, it's not a rich country.
Hmm.
So China will get older before it gets richer.
Hmm.
That is very clear.
Hmm.
And China cannot be factory to the world. That is also very clear.
Hmm.
So there are going to be long-term implications for this.
Hmm.
And as long as Xi Jinping is in charge, people are not going to believe that he is turned into a lily rose, a lily white, and he is not going to interfere and meddle in private sector affairs.
Hmm.
People vote with their feet. People have already left. In fact, what I expect is when the Chinese economy opens, a lot of Chinese will take their money and run away out of China.
Correct.
So there will be a huge influx of
Even there's
Chinese.
reluctance from foreign investor put in Chinese bond also. That's what I'm reading.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is the Chinese himself will take out money and leave China,
Hmm. Exit China.
exit China. So there will be a lot of problem in China. China's growth will slow down.
Hmm.
China's place as a factory, as a world supplier will come down. And not only TikTok, what Joe Biden has done with the semiconductor bill is
Correct.
you cannot transact with any Chinese.
Correct.
Even Chinese of American of Chinese origin cannot work for any Chinese company.
And there's a ripple effect throughout the world on this. Even Tatas are setting up semiconductor industries in India.
So very clearly, there is a ripple effect. Apple has moved a major portion of their work to India, and one such plant is being bought by Tata's.
Correct.
Apple assembling plant they are going to take over.
Correct.
And Tata has started the preliminary work in making ICs. They are not doing a fab plant, they are doing the testing and assembling first.
Correct.
And they have got a guy from Intel to come and join them on their space.
The long-term project of this.
It's a long term project, it will take decades.
Yes.
But it has started to move. Apple is the first big high profile mover and the low end shoes and all that will move to Vietnam. Textile will move to Vietnam and
Bangladesh and Sri
Bangladesh,
Lanka.
Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. The high tech jobs may move to India. So China is in serious trouble. So if somebody is going to bet on China with this kind of authoritarian regime, I will think he needs to get their head examined. I don't think something extraordinary will happen in China. In the Hong Kong Stock Exchange,
Hmm.
came back to 1990s level.
Correct.
You may see some bounce,
Hmm.
but every bounce will get sold into. Remember what happened in Tokyo
Hmm.
between 1989 until today? Japan has not recovered.
True.
So Japan is in serious trouble. It
I
has
mean,
taken
China is in the
40 years. It has taken
yeah
Japan.
to come around.
Maybe Japan will come around this year.
Hmm.
It has affected all the demographic problems. Everything is there in Japan. So
In China,
this China, whatever
they're
is this,
mirroring. China is mirroring Japan
China is mirroring Japan. It
in the
has happened.
1980s.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's happened faster.
But the advantage Japan had is that a democracy. Here, with this guy, you don't know.
There is no democracy. You don't know what is happening. You don't know the real numbers, and people, especially in the bond market, you are not sure you are going to recover the money you have invested.
Correct.
Yeah. So this is a big
Protracted problem China is going to be having.
protracted problems, and none of these companies. How big is Chinese brands? I don't know. See, if the brand gets too big, the Communist Party will bring it down.
Correct. Because they're scared. They're
Yeah,
going to lose power
they
soon.
lose control and power and data, whatnot. So they will not allow it to grow too fast. So equity investment is out. And when you know that the economy is down and out and the property sector is going bust because they have more empty cities in China than you can count on
That's
the
true.
fingers on your both
Within the
hands.
Communist Party, the hardliners will have some fodder for themselves now.
Yes.
Because they'll be saying all these guys are taking the money out,
So you cannot,
foreigners are not coming.
yes, and you cannot grow this by investing in property anymore. You
Yes.
need some hardcore
Evergreen
reform.
has proven that.
Yeah, so you need some hardcore reforms. I don't think the Chinese are ready for hardcore reform. So, like I said very clearly, China has grown older and is a middle nation, middle income country
Hmm.
before it can become a superpower. That
Hmm.
is a rich country. What I'm more worried is China, in its frustration to avoid to gloss over it, may launch a preemptive strike in Taiwan or in northern India to try to get out of this problem.
Saber rattling.
China may do saber rattling to take out domestic pressure out of this. But one should not invest in China at this point of time, thinking it's bottom
So
fishing.
it's pretty much like what Putin had to do with the Ukraine because of
Exactly.
domestic pressures, political
Yes,
pressures. Ukraine
that is what
manifested.
I'm worried because Xi Jinping is mirroring what Putin did.
Correct.
So Putin, he can launch one foolhardy attack on Taiwan. He can try to do a foolhardy thinking that the Indians are keeping quiet. You can come down quite a bit where the government is not able to ignore it. So all this is saber rattling, and China is going to find it extremely difficult now. From where will they manufacture growth?
I agree.
And so if the world slowing down, China slowing down,
Hmm.
there is going to be a big issue.
Very true. So them changing their COVID policy and opening up their travel
No, I
doesn't
don't
change the
think.
prospects, is what Anand feels.
No, that's not what I feel.
Hmm.
It doesn't change anything. The damage is done.
Damage is done.
The horse has bolted before the stable door can be closed.
Close. So it's a little too late.
It's too little, too late. Anyway, thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this video, hit the like button of our video and press the subscribe button of our channel. Turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for your support for Be Rich. I want to thank all of you for supporting our event in Oman with great enthusiasm. A lot of people turned up in Oman, and a place where I don't have much influence. I wish to thank all of you for your support. The next event is going to be in Qatar, Doha. The event is scheduled for the last week of January. Those who would like to meet me in person in Qatar, Doha, or come to our event in Doha can send their request to the mail ID given below or contact the WhatsApp number flashing on the screen. My team will respond to you. See you in Qatar in the last week of Jan. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written two books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.